President Bola Tinubu expressed his satisfaction with the Supreme Court's decision to uphold his victory in the presidential election held on February 25th. Hi, welcome to what's happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, President Bola Tinubu Thursday hailed the Supreme Court verdict that upheld his election victory at the February 25th presidential poll. In a unanimous verdict, the apex court dismissed the appeals by the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and his Labour Party counterpart, Peter Obi. A 7-judge panel ruled as without merit the opposition appeals over claims of fraud, electoral law violations, and Tinubu's ineligibility to run for president. Hours after the verdict, Tinubu issued a statement saying the judgment has laid to rest the agitations trailing the outcome of the keenly contested poll that put him ahead of the PDP and LP candidates. At number 2, former President Muhammadu Buhari has praised the Supreme Court's decision to uphold President Bola Tinubu's election victory and has called on the opposition to accept the ruling. In a statement issued by his spokesperson, Buhari commended the opposition's efforts in challenging the election outcome and encouraged them to collaborate with the government. At number 3, 2 bills aim at preventing the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria and his deputy governors from engaging in politics have successfully passed the second reading in the Nigerian Senate. The Senate approved these bills on Wednesday following deliberations on 2 separate but similar bills. The bills were sponsored by Sunday Karimi, a senator representing Kogi West, and Darlington Nwokocha, a senator representing Abia Central. At number 4, schools in the Federal Capital Territory on Thursday mobilized voluntary schoolgirls aged 9 to 14 to receive the human papillomavirus vaccine at the junior secondary school of Sokoro, Abuja. Federal government introduced the HPV vaccine into the routine immunization system on Tuesday to prevent cervical cancer among girls. The vaccination targets over 7 million girls, which is the largest number in a single round of HPV vaccination in the African region. At number 5, a 300-level student of biological chemistry at the University of Port Harcourt, Justina Otene Nkang, was found dead in her boyfriend's home. Nkang, who was undergoing industrial training at a private hospital, had gone missing for about 4 days. The grim discovery unfolded when her boyfriend, identified as Collins, was apprehended by a local vigilante group as he allegedly attempts to dispose of her dismembered body in the radio estate where he resides. Nkang had visited her boyfriend at his apartment 4 days prior after finishing her work and had not been heard from since. At number 6, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC Zamfara State Command has pledged its commitment to collaborate with the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons (NAPTIP) in the ongoing fight against trafficking in persons, sexual exploitation, child labor, and child abuse within the state. The assurance came during a meeting where the Zamfara State Commandant of NSCDC, Sani Mustafa, hosted the State Commander of NAPTIP, Mr. Aliyu Sarikin Sudan, at the command headquarters in Gusau. Commandant Sani Mustafa reaffirmed that the NSCDC has already put in place efforts. At number 7, the Deaf Women Association of Nigeria has strongly advocated for the inclusion of sign language interpreters in all healthcare institutions to ensure effective communication between deaf patients and medical staff. The zonal secretary of the association, Miyawa Michelia, made this important advocacy during the first Northeast 2023 zonal annual general meeting and conference held in Bauchi. She emphasized that the absence of sign language interpreters can lead to higher stress levels for deaf individuals and hinder their access to adequate healthcare and health-related information due to communication limitations between the patients and healthcare workers. At number 8, a tax appeal tribunal in Lagos has ruled that MTN Nigerian Communication must pay over $72 million in tax arrears to the Federal Inland Revenue Service. This decision was made by a 5-member panel of the tribunal led by A.B. Ahmed in response to an appeal filed by MTN Nigeria. At number 9, British model and TikToker Modu Adams has been sentenced to nearly 7 years in prison in Peru for attempting to smuggle 2.9 kilograms of cocaine out of the country. The 25-year-old was apprehended at George Chavez International Airport on September 30th with the drugs concealed in his suitcase. He admitted to the drug smuggling charge and was sentenced to 6 years and 8 months in a Peruvian prison along with a fine. The drugs were intended for the United Kingdom, and Adams had coordinated the shipment of approximately 3 kilograms of cocaine to London, according to Peru's Supreme Court. The court also shared an edited image of Adams behind bars. At number 10, Newcastle United Italian international midfielder Sandro Tonali has been banned for 10 months for betting. The Italian Federation said on Thursday the 23-year-old was found to have gambled on matches involving his former club AC Milan before he joined Saudi-owned Newcastle in July in a £56 million move that made him the most expensive Italian player in history. The ban means Tonali will miss the rest of the Premier League season and next summer's European Championship if holders Italy qualify. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.